Hey everybody and happy Wednesday. So I told you guys last week, even though it's kind of coming up being posted this week, that I'm gonna start doing some topics every week if I can. Some weeks may not be topic. Anyways, the topic that I chose for this week is reasons I read. I know anybody who loves to read has always been asked, why do you like reading so much? Don't you like having fun? I'm pretty sure I'm not the only reader that's had this question asked to them. Or, you read too much. Get a life. I do have a life. I have several lives, actually. Thanks. But anyways, the reason that we like to read is because that is our version of fun. I don't know about many other readers, but I like to if I can, carry a book everywhere I go. That way, if you're in like a boring moment, you can read, or a down moment, you can read, whatever. Anyways, so that all being said, I'm going to pick 10 of the reasons that I enjoy reading. There's probably a million, but here's the 10 that actually come, you know, to the top of my head. Number one. Oh, by the way, these are in no particular order. Number one, enjoyment. I enjoy reading. I don't like every single book that I pick up, but I enjoy reading. If I enjoy a book, I will read it from the cover to the cover. If I don't, I will put it down and, hey, at least I gave it a try. Number two is the characters. I find that I really enjoy books that have characters that I can connect to, even a little bit. Um, if there weren't any characters that had a great character and sense of humor and all that, I don't think I'd enjoy reading as much. Number three is passion. I am very passionate about reading. If I had my way, I would make a career out of just reading, giving my thoughts on books, being out there doing tours, saying, hey, here's a book, you should read it. Sadly, I cannot make it my career, so it's just going to have to be a pastime and a hobby, but whatever. Number four is education. Anybody who's ever read can tell you that there are things in books that you didn't know before and that you learn. Um, Especially if you're reading like books from certain eras and all of that, you definitely learn stuff from them. Number five, to escape reality. Every now and then you just get super stressed and you just don't want to deal with your everyday life. It happens. And I'm guilty of this from now and then. All I do is I sit down and I read a book. Book lets me, just go somewhere else for a while, and then I can come back, reevaluate the situation that I left, and think at it with a calmer head. Number six is conversation. I know this is a little broad, but here is how it goes. You see a book or a person reading a book that you enjoyed. You're like, oh my goodness, I read that too and I really liked it. Bam, instant conversation right there. And you already know you have something in common because you both read and enjoyed a book. Maybe you read other books and enjoyed them. You never know. Number seven is laughs. Many of the books that I read have at least some humor in them. Maybe not a lot, but some. And that just makes it so wonderful and so worth it to watch. Um, I tend to go after books that make you laugh more because I like to laugh and I want to laugh as much as possible. Number eight is thought provoking. Any book that can make me think more than I should and make me question and predict. I really enjoy those books. And that's another reason I like to read, because most books are thought provoking. Number nine is enhancement. I don't know if anybody's ever talked about studies or whatever, but I've heard a study that 9 times out of 10, people who read more have a better imagination than other people. And I've noticed that. Like, I can literally be around somebody who's describing something and I'm picturing it in my head. And some of the stuff you really don't want to picture in your head, but it happens and oh well. I feel like it enhances your life. Maybe that's just me. And last but definitely not the least is curiosity. This one. It's what gets me in trouble a lot. I'm a curious person. So, like, I'll be like, ooh, that book looks really good. And then I'll read the back, and I'm like, I'm curious. Will I like this book or will I not? And then I read it, and I suddenly love it, and I suddenly have a new book on my shelf, and I suddenly have a new favorite author. Whatever, curiosity is another reason that I read. So, that is the 10 reasons that I read. 10 of the reasons I read, I should say. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you're having a great time reading. If you want, please comment what you're reading. I'd love to have suggestions so I can, fill my to be read pile even further than it is. You all have a great week, and I'll see you next Wednesday.